Hi, it's Patrick Hutzel from IntensiveCareHotline.com, where we instantly improve the lives for families of critically ill patients in intensive care so that you can make informed decisions, have peace of mind, real power, real control, and so that you can influence decision making fast, even if you're not a doctor or a nurse in intensive care. This is another episode of Your Questions Answered, and in last week's episode I answered another question from one of our readers, and the question last week was part 12 of my 57-year-old dad has been in intensive care with cardiomyopathy and pneumonia for 5 weeks. He's still in an induced coma and still doesn't have a tracheostomy. Help. You can check out last week's episode by clicking on the link below this video. In this week's episode of Your Questions Answered, I want to showcase how I can answer many questions in a short period of time when helping clients directly in a one-on-one counseling and consulting session over the phone or via Skype. I therefore showcase another conversation with one of my clients, Vanessa, in a one-on-one phone and Skype counseling and consulting session. This is another great case study where I can leverage your time, get down to your most pressing questions and most pressing issues very quickly, and therefore help you to get the outcomes that you want, need, and deserve for your mum, for your dad, for your husband, for your wife, for your brother, or for your sister, or for your grandma, your grandpa, your aunt, uncle, niece, or nephew. I can show you very quickly how you can improve the care and treatment for your critically ill loved one. It all comes down to asking the right questions, and it all comes down to shining the light on the things that you don't know and looking for a solution that intensive care teams often hide away from you. So the title of this week's case study is My Mum Has Been in ICU Ventilated with a breathing tube in an induced coma for 5 days. Is a tracheostomy too early? So what we've done is we've documented the dialogue between Vanessa and myself below this video if you're clicking on the link, and that'll get you to our website where you can read the dialogue if you're watching this on YouTube. If you are on our website, you can just scroll down, you see the dialogue below this video and you can read it. And that'll really give you a good idea of whether, if your loved one is in intensive care ventilated with a breathing tube and you're wondering whether your loved one should have a tracheostomy or not, you may want to read this dialogue because it'll give you a lot of insight if your loved one should have a tracheostomy or not, because that's what this dialogue is all about. So enjoy the dialogue. So how can you become the best advocate for your critically ill loved one, make informed decisions, get peace of mind, control, power, and influence quickly whilst your loved one is critically ill in intensive care? You get to that all-important feeling of making informed decisions, get peace of mind, control, power, and influence quickly when you download your free instant impact report now by entering your email below. In your free instant impact report, you learn quickly how to make informed decisions, get peace of mind, real power, and real control, and how you can influence decision making fast whilst your loved one is critically ill in intensive care. Your free instant impact report gives you in-depth insight that you must know whilst your loved one is critically ill or is even dying in intensive care. Sign up and download your free instant impact report now by entering your email below. In your free instant impact report, you learn how to speak the secret intensive care language so that the doctors and the nurses know straight away that you are an insider and that you know and understand what's really happening in intensive care. In your free report, you will also discover how to ask the doctors and the nurses the right questions, discover the many competing interests in intensive care, and how your critically ill loved one's treatment may depend on those competing interests. How to eliminate fear, frustration, stress, struggle, and vulnerability, even if your loved one is dying. You get 5 mind-blowing tips and strategies helping you to get on the right path to making informed decisions, get peace of mind, control, power, and influence in your situation. You'll get real-world examples that you can easily adapt to your and your critically ill loved one's situation. How to stop being intimidated by the intensive care team and how you will be seen as equals. You'll get crucial behind-the-scenes insight so that you know and understand what's really happening in intensive care and how you need to manage doctors and nurses in intensive care, and it's not what you think. Thank you for tuning into this week's Your Questions Answered episode, and I'll see you again next week in another update. Make sure you also check out our blog section for more tips and strategies, or simply send me an email to support@intensivecarehotline.com with your questions. Or you can call me, find international phone numbers on our contacts tab. Also, check out our ebook section where you get more ebooks, videos and audio recordings, and where you can also get one-on-one counseling and consulting with me via Skype, over the phone or via email by clicking on the products tab. This is Patrick Hutzel from intensivecarehotline.com, and I'll see you again next week in another update.